What if I told you the one habit you think is harmless is actually draining your power? Every time you give in, you're handing over your confidence, your clarity, your masculine edge. You feel tired, unmotivated, stuck in a loop you can't escape. But what if the key to unbreakable self-control has been in plain sight all along? Stay close, my friend, because once you hear this, you'll never look at that habit the same again. It's the one thing no one wants to talk about. Some say it's natural, some say it's healthy, but have you ever questioned it? What if I told you this harmless habit is secretly devouring your energy? The ancient Stoics, the wisest minds in history, understood something most people today ignore: the cost of pleasure, the price of chasing dopamine, and the secret to true mastery. Let's be honest. You felt it. That guilt after giving in, that drain, that emptiness. Science confirms what the Stoics preached. Every time you indulge in this habit, your brain is flooded with dopamine. Pleasure spikes, but the crash always follows. Motivation fades, purpose slips. You feel drained, weak, numb. Why? Because your brain has already received its reward without you actually achieving anything. Seneca once said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." Every time you give in to pleasure, you reinforce that slavery. You tell yourself you need it, but really, it's controlling you. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, believed that a man who cannot rule himself will never be free. The more you chase pleasure, the more it owns you. But here's the truth most won't tell you. Every great man in history, warrior, emperor, visionary, had one thing in common. They mastered their desires. They didn't let impulses dictate their path. They didn't chase short-term comfort. They chose discipline. So how do you break free? 3 principles: self-discipline, purpose, transmutation. Self-discipline isn't about denial. It's about choosing what matters most over what feels good now. Every time you resist the urge, you get stronger. You train your mind to take back control. Second, purpose. Most men fall into the trap because they lack one. They have nothing driving them. So they scroll. They escape. But when you're building a business, mastering your body, pushing toward greatness, you don't have time for cheap dopamine. You're too busy creating something that matters. Third, transmutation. Redirect that energy. Don't waste it. Sexual energy is the most powerful force in a man's body. When you waste it, your potential dies. But when you redirect it toward your goals, your vision, it becomes your superpower. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds in history, stayed celibate for most of his life. He knew the truth. Channel that energy and you become unstoppable. So imagine this. You wake up with no guilt, no weakness, just pure energy. Your testosterone climbs, your mind sharpens, your drive intensifies. You speak differently, move differently, and people notice. That's the life you were meant to live, not controlled by impulse, not a slave to pleasure, but a king with a mission. So here's the final question. Will you stay trapped in that cycle? Or will you rise? Will you let a cheap habit steal your potential? Or will you grab it back? Your journey to self-mastery starts now. Break free, reclaim your power, and start living like a true Stoic. Subscribe for more. Let's conquer this together.